Find f of negative 4 and f of x minus 2. What does that mean? Well, the f of negative 4, doesn't that just mean that's my input value, negative 4? Yeah, I'm going to input negative 4, which means wherever I see x, I need to put in the negative 4. So that's what I do for the first one. Input negative 4. Now, of course, using the operations, order of operations that we know, we do the squaring first, and we square a negative 4, it's a positive 16. We can go ahead and do 5 times negative 4, that's minus 20, minus 12. 2 times 16 is 32. So we have 32. How about that? That's going to work out to be 0, isn't it? 32 minus 20 minus 12 is 0. Okay? Now, part 2 of that says evaluate or find f of x minus 2. Well, okay, that's fine. We'll do that. X minus 2 means that I need to input x minus 2 where I see the x. So in both of those places, I input x minus 2. So it'll be 2 times x minus 2 squared plus 5 times x minus 2 minus 12. So we have to evaluate that. All right, what should I do first of all on this? Well, whenever I see the binomial squared thing, my thoughts are would you mind shaking the mouse every once in a while? Okay. Whenever I see the x minus 2 squared, or binomial squared, I like to go ahead and say, well, let's multiply that out. That means x minus 2 twice. So write that out, and that gives me a FOIL situation. X times x is x squared. 2 times x times minus 2 is minus 2x. Minus 2 times x is minus 2x. And then minus 2 times minus 2 is positive 4. FOIL that out. And then on the others, well, we can go ahead and distribute the 5. So it'll be 5x minus 10 minus the 12. There is a 2 in front of the x minus 2 squared, so I do, well, let me go ahead and combine. I can combine the minus 2x and the minus 2x, make it minus 4x there. There is a 2, though, in front, and so that also means distribute. So distribute the 2 there. So we have 2x squared minus 8x plus 8. When we get all of that multiplied and so forth out. Now we can combine the like terms. What have I got? 2x squared. Got a minus 8x and a minus 5x. That's a minus 3x, isn't it? And then the 8, minus 10, and minus 12 all combine. Minus 14. Anybody else believe that? Sounds okay? All right. And that's as far as we can take that one. It's just simplified as we can make that one. Is that okay? One other thing we talked about on the functions was zeros of a function, and I want to remind you of that. When it says zeros of a function, that doesn't mean x necessarily is 0. What does 0 mean? 0 means f of x is 0, yeah. Don't want that. F of x equals 0. That's what 0 means. And so when it says find the zeros, replace f of x by 0. of course, that sets up a nice equation and solve it accordingly. This being a quadratic, we've talked about the square root method for quadratics, second degree equations. What are some other ways we can solve quadratics? Use the quadratic formula. That's our kind of our last resort, or the way I look at it is the last resort. But don't forget about it. I don't think you'll have to utilize that, but it never hurts to remember the quadratic formula. Might go back and review that if you are not remembering that right this moment. But I do think this one does factor. I wanted to hit that again. 2x and x for 2x squared. With the minus 12 then, factors of it goes here and here. So we're talking 4 and 3, 2 and 6, 1 and 12. One's a minus, one's a plus. And we just really have to try various things. I think it's going to be 4 and 3. I think 3 is going to go here, 4 is going to go here, and the reason, and a minus there and a plus there, the reason I say that is because that works. Minus 3 times positive 4 is minus 12, but it gets the middle term too because that's 8x and that's minus 3x, and those all together make 5x, don't they? And so that's our deciding factor there. Everybody okay with that? 2x minus 3, x plus 4.